How's it going? This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man, Tuesday, June 9th, 2020. That's to pay homage to all the COVID-19 victims, the doctors, nurses, paramedics, first responders, family members, grocery store workers, truck drivers, all the innocent people, and they all are innocent. They didn't deserve this shit. Okay, that's to pay homage to all those people. This program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. And hopefully, I got most of them done, I hope. Let's see. Let's start off with a joke. I don't even know a joke. But anyway, today I was watching the news. Of course, the COVID-19 big news has been going on for the last 4 months or whatever. If you're under a rock or something like this, okay, they say that the COVID-19 cannot pass from an animal to a human, but it can pass from a human to an animal. I heard that on the news today. I don't know if that's true or not. But how many people out there are animal lovers? Are you an animal lover? Go ahead, raise your hand if you are. Go ahead. Don't be shy. Raise your hand. Really, bestiality is a no-no. Don't do that shit. What a fucking burn, man. There goes half my fucking audience right there. Boof. You know, I lost 4 people. Now I only got 20% of my audience. Lose 4. Had 6 to start with. No, just kidding. Bestiality. I used to be, I've always been an asshole, no matter what. I remember when I was in the Guards, of course, I always tell Guard stories, blah, blah, blah. But this was long, back in the 90s. Some of you people haven't even born, you know. It was before the year 2000, if you don't know what the 90s are. Before the year 2000. And I'd carry this clipboard around at the Guards. And I'd just screw with the young privates, you know. The privates just got in and stuff like that. And I'd go up and tell them I was taking a survey, you know, just to fuck with them. I said, it's real simple. It's just multiple questions. You just tell me the best answer that suits you. Do you mind taking a test? And, you know, they always say, yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, go ahead. I said, okay, there's going to be 3 answers, you know, to the question, but you can't use mine. I'm going to pick one of those, but you can't use mine. And they said, okay, yeah, no problem. You know, and some of the other sergeants would be up against the lockers, and they know what I'm doing, you know. They seen it coming a long time ago. He said, okay, there's the questions. What would you rather do? Get a blowjob, give a blowjob, or take it in the ass? My answer is, get a blowjob. What's yours? You know. Used to fuck with them like that. Stupid shit. You know, just fuck them up, man. But there's a lady, I might be keeping her in suspense right now. But anyway, I went to court today. First time ever on court, this, whatever it is, video chat, or I call it video chat, video conference, video court. Computers are great, man. Computers are great. First time I ever did this. But see, what's strange is August 5th of last year, 2019, the lady I pressed charges against knew what was going to happen today. She told me step by step, blow by blow, what was going on. You know, I went to court. I didn't say anything because I didn't know how to do that. It's called Zoom. I've never done Zoom before. I got Facebook and I got YouTube. That's all I want. I don't want no fucking other shit. Okay, but it's called Zoom. Okay, there was the judge, me, the defendant, I guess it is, and freaking, what do you call it? The prosecuting attorney and the defense attorney, I guess. Okay, there's 5 people. You know, all of them could talk, but I couldn't talk. I could hear and everything, but I guess you're supposed to press a button for when it's your turn to talk. Because I can't see, I can't read what was going on. But I'm smart enough to figure out how to make this stuff work. But the thing was, like I always told you, know your enemy, know your enemy. Okay, they sent me a letter in the mail. The guy called me, sent me an email. Okay, all of that shit said it's going to start at 10 o'clock. All of it said it was going to start at 10 o'clock. You know, so be ready at 10. And you got to know your enemy. I'm smarter than these guys. So I got on there about 9:15, 9:20. You know, it says court starts at 9:30. Started about 9:35. and that was the first case on there. So see, if I would have started at 10, I would have missed the whole damn thing. But she told me what was going on. And see, she chipped my windshield. You know, took a rocket through it, and I pressed charges, of course. Vandalism. Okay. It was August 5th of last year. That was her birthday, Marilyn Monroe's death. You know, that's why you see all that shit on fucking YouTube. But I do. Okay. But she told me, she says, she did a lot of damage in my house too. A lot of damage. That's civil. Inside my house is civil. Outside is criminal. You know, outside my house is criminal. Inside is civil. So I filed a criminal charge. And that's why I record a bunch of shit. You know, because, like they say, what's his name? Everybody knows him. George Floyd. You know, everybody knows him. He's the one that everybody's celebrating. He's the one that's celebrating. The thing is, this is what you should be celebrating, not just George Floyd's death. Because if it wasn't recorded, none of this shit would ever have happened. So you need to celebrate this, in which this is the mark of the beast anyway. But you need to celebrate that. Because, honest to God, if that wasn't recorded, none of this shit would ever happen. None of it. That's why I recorded her. You have to know your enemy. And I'm probably going off on a tangent or whatever the hell. But anyway, she told me, she says, what's going to happen is I'm going to go to jail. You know, not anymore. At first, they give you a ticket now. You can't go to jail for a misdemeanor in state of Idaho. They have to write you a ticket, then you go to court and all that shit. But she knew, because I just barely passed the law, she goes, I'm not going to jail. And she knew that, you know. And then she goes, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is I'm going to go to court. They're going to lock me up for so long, you know. And then they're going to put me in another place, you know, the wacko place, for so long. And then they're going to let me out, which she'll have food stamps and she'll have Social Security, because she's on Social Security when she gets out. And they're going to drop the charges because I've already did my sentence, you know. She told me that, August 5th of last year. That's what happened today, you know. They locked her up, put her away for a short period, and she had 3 charges. My charge, and another charge from 2 other people. And they all got on one court date right today. You know, all of it's been dismissed because she did her time. She did her time. You know, she's been punished enough, and she knows what she's doing. Okay. She told me it was, back then, she goes, it's a dog and pony show, which it is. So while I'm on the video, I'm eating fucking butt cake and drinking water, you know, watching the fucking court. It didn't last very long. But it was a dog and pony show, you know. Supposedly they're supposed to go back on the 20th, and I'll see about restitution. You know, she's got to pay for my windshield. You know, she did thousands and thousands of dollars of damage in my house. And I won't get it because she told me this is what's going to happen. You take me to court? She goes, I know I did that damage to your house. I know that. That's what she said. She says, you're going to take me to court and you're going to win. You know why? Because I'm not going to show up. It's going to go into default. And when it goes into default, you know what's going to happen? It's going to go on my record, you know, your freaking, what is it called? Credit record, credit report. It's going to go on your credit report for 7 years. After 7 years, it's going to drop off. You're not going to get a fucking penny. You know, that's what she told me. And I figured that's, you know, I might take her to civil court. I haven't decided yet. I got a lot of video and stuff like that. I got shit that she committed felonies. You know, I got that recorded too. So all the stuff that I recorded and put on the internet, that was all in my house or in my yard. So if she ever gets a lawyer or whatever and tries to prosecute me or whatever, there's no chance in hell. I would like to go toe and toe against any of those fucking lawyers, man. I would love that. You know, maybe in my bucket list, I'd like to go against a Harvard lawyer myself. One of those Harvard homosexuals. I would like to go toe to toe against one of those, but it's in my house. Okay, I didn't record her. I didn't record no nudity. I didn't record nothing of that. I got cameras in my bedroom. I got I guess it's called like a pantry. Okay, I had food and stuff like that, storage, shit like that. Then I got another room, this computer room, you know. And I got cameras in there, which she didn't know, you know. I didn't tell her. It's none of her fucking business. Why the fuck's she in those rooms? She slept here on the couch. When the cops would come, I'd fucking say, okay, I'm recording, man. I'm recording. She'd get fucking high on meth. I'm recording. I'm recording. You know, it's to protect myself and to have evidence just in case it ever goes into court. But she's getting out today sometime. You know, I don't think she'll ever stay here. You know, I pray to God she isn't. But I would like to have her in the backyard. I got like an octagon table or a fucking deck back there or whatever, and record her side of the story. I'd let her say anything she wanted, whatever she said. I would put it on YouTube. But when she was here at one time, you know, she does weird shit to get money. You know, let me put it lightly. Okay, she does stuff. I told her, go on YouTube. I'll get you a channel. I'll set you up, show you how to do this shit. You can make some money, you know. See, I'm not making any money. By Friday, I'll have $100. That's my threshold. It took me 4 years to get $100. You know, people say, oh, you're making a lot of fucking money. I'll fucking show you how much I fucking make. You know, I'm estimating right around Friday, I'll make $100. And I'll say the day that it started till the day I got the $100. You know, they're not going to send it to me till the first of the month. But I'm not making any money. But I told her, I said, if you get on there, you don't have to show your boobies, you don't have to get nude, you don't have to do anything. People are intrigued at what you do, you know. And I said, you could start your own podcast or whatever. Get on there 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, as long as you want, whatever. If you don't like it, shut it off and come back the next day. And you would make some money. But she couldn't concentrate, you know. She couldn't concentrate for 5 minutes. She wouldn't let me do it, you know. But I told her, I'll set you up and show you how to do this. She didn't want to do it, you know. I don't know if she would now, but I went to court this morning and she's getting out today. I'm still pressing charges, you know. It needs to be restitution. So that's like some of the people that are out there, the Antifa and shit like that. It's the same shit, man. They're going to break a bunch of stuff. And when they go to court, though, they got lawyers right there that fucking get them out that day, man. They don't even fucking press charges. Boom, they're out, you know, because somebody's backing them up that's got some fucking money, you know. It's crazy. But she told me what was going to happen, blow by blow by blow. And it did happen today. And she's done it so many times. Okay, in the last 20 years, she's got over 60 offenses. You know, that's 3 offenses a year. Basically the same thing. And I looked on her criminal record. Their very first charge was malicious damage to property. That was her very first charge. And that was her charge to me. Her very first charge, malicious property damage or whatever. The charges were dropped, you know. And now they would have been dropped today if I didn't want restitution. Because she said, this is what happens too. The state takes it over. The state takes it over. You know, I'm not involved, but I fucking made damn sure I was involved, you know. I made damn sure I was involved. And that's like you people out there. If somebody does some fucking damages to your house, whatever, don't let it slide by. Don't let the lawyers fucking talk you out of it or whatever. Press criminal charges to the max, you know. Do that. And stop these people, you know, because they're getting away with it. Okay, people are going to ask, why did you let her live with you? Why did you let her live with you? Okay. This will be the second time we met. The first time she came to my house. She just came to my house, knocked on the door, said she needed a ride. I took her around, blah, blah, blah. But instead of looking for her purse, we were looking for drugs or getting drugs or whatever the fuck. You know, I didn't know that at the time. I do now. I did a couple days later. But anyway, the second time she came over and we were talking, we got not drunk, but, you know, had a couple drinks and shit like that. We were talking. And I've been around a long time. I don't know if you can tell. I've been around the fucking block so many fucking times. My head is fucking dizzy still. But I knew what she was. You know, we sized each other up then. And I was kind of intrigued of the crimes that she commits. And it's still going on, you know, because this shit should have been stopped 20 years ago. I saw the same scam or whatever it's called 20 years ago. I saw that. And I figured it was fucking said and done, gone, and the police and the courts have wised up to this shit. No. So I was kind of intrigued with that. I told myself, I'll give it a year. I'll give it a year, see what's going on. I'll record it, fucking, you know, because I'm not doing anything. I try to get disability. Because back then I had cataracts in both eyes, which I still do. Okay. I get anxiety when I drive because it scares the fuck out of me, man. I drive around like fucking Mr. Magoo. I can't fucking drive. Okay, I had a bad back. I used to have these sharp pains going up my back like 100 times a day. Just boom, because of fucking driving truck and shit like that. I had gout and had a bad back. Of course, they took a X-ray and they said, yeah, you got a bad back. They checked my eyes. Yep, you got cataract. Excuse me. But anyway, I went to court and the lawyer. Okay, that was the first time I ever saw the lawyer when I went to court. I saw the judge. I learned a lot of shit about that because I can learn. I can fucking tell stories. I can say a lot of shit. But all they did, they fucking laughed at me, man. They fucking laughed at me. This was like a couple years ago. It took quite a while to get to that stage. And they were just fucking laughing. So I could fucking bitch right now. I'll say, well, the reason why they didn't fucking give me disability is because I wasn't dark enough. I'm not a black man, blah, blah, blah. I could say that. Or I could say, have you seen that commercial back in the 80s where it says, this is drugs, this is your brain on drugs, and they fucking fry an egg? Any questions? Yeah, my question is, how many fucking drugs do I have to get before I can get disability and fucking food stamps for the rest of my life? That's my question. I could say that. But I'm doing okay, I'm doing all right. I don't have disability, I don't have food stamps, People say, well, you took advantage of her. I did not, man. I did not take advantage of her. She could come and go whatever she wanted, She was doing a lot of shit. The only two rules I had, simple fucking rules. Do not smoke in my house, which she fucking broke, and don't bring any guys over here, because I knew what she was. Boom. 2 fucking rules. How hard is that? So I recorded it. So that's my story on that one. Let's see, what are we going to do? Like I say, know your enemy. You have to know your enemy. So like, she could have said that I raped her or I beat her up or I was selling drugs or whatever. That was a problem too, that one right there, because the police were in and out of here about once a week. See, while I was taking a shower or whatever, she ripped me off a lot of shit. Usually probably when I was in the shower, she'd just fucking go in my room and get shit, which some of the stuff I do have recorded. But the thing is, she could have done this while I was in the shower. She could have a little bit of meth or whatever. Take it, put it in my fucking bedroom, which I would saw where it was at, put it in my underwear drawer or whatever the fuck, under my socks or under the bed or wherever the fuck. And then when the cops come, and if they happen to bring in the dogs, they fucking could have got me, You know what I'm saying? Very easily, very easily. So you got to know your enemy. That's why I didn't want to talk about Trump. I should have just did like a half an hour on Trump, But I go off on these fucking tangents and shit. And I never really say what I want to say. But Trump he knows his enemy, okay? There was Hillary, because about the porn shit, and he pointed his finger at Bill, okay? There's Nancy Pelosi, she was left out on the tarmac, and the whole fucking world laughed at her ass, how stupid, the fucking government shut down and you're going fucking to Europe? Okay, there's 2 of them, and there's fucking Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters, she just fucking gets up and looks in the mirror and she's fucking pissed, because she looks like James Brown, but James Brown makes a lot of better looking women than Maxine Waters. Even on his mugshots, you take a look at his mugshots and he's a lot better looking than Maxine Waters. Okay, take those 3. Those are 3 of Trump's enemies, And I think he can handle all 3 of those guys, all women. They look like dudes. But all 3 of these women, Maxine Waters, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi, all 3 of them have something against Trump. And they want to get him, and they want to get him bad. They have Biden, but what the fuck, Biden? I don't know what Biden's done. I honestly don't, And I'm not a Trump supporter. People say, yeah, you are, yeah, you are. I didn't vote for him, I just tell you what I see. You don't have to fucking take my word for it, You open your eyes and look for yourself, But that's my Trump story. I think somebody might be here. I'm not for sure. But let's see, where else am I going? Election's coming up, Thing we gotta put an end to discrimination. There's discrimination everywhere. Like personally myself, I don't believe in religion. I believe in God. I know religion's wrong, and they're there just to use you. You say Black Life Matters. Black Life Matters. Okay, which it does. I'll agree with you. I'll fucking tell you the truth, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But just think about this one. Just think about this one. Okay. 70 years ago. That's a long fucking time. That was before I was born. 70, 75 years ago. Okay. If it wasn't for the fucking Russians, and if it wasn't for fucking Truman, dropping the fucking bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, today we could be speaking German or Japanese very easily. And more than likely, there wouldn't be any black people on this fucking planet, because Hitler, he was fucking obsessed with the white race, you know what I'm saying? So I guess thank God that the Russians were there to help us, because they would have overpowered us, man. Fucking Hitler could have overpowered the United States. I know he could have, and it was the Russians that beat them. The Russians beat them during the winter because they knew the war tactics, They could fight in the winter. And we beat the Japanese because we just drummed the fucking weapons of mass destruction on them, man. The second weapons of mass destruction. Everybody says, no. That's the first weapon of mass destruction. I'm gonna correct you right here. No, it's the second one. The first one was religion. That's the first weapon of mass destruction, religion. The atomic bomb was the second one. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I guess that's about it. This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. God bless. Take care. Don't be prejudiced, people.